What if your claims system didn't just process requests, but made decisions, triggered workflows, and resolved cases on its own? That's exactly where insurance is heading. But here's the catch. While AI adoption is accelerating across insurers, very few are actually able to see enterprise scale impact. So, what's missing? Is agentic AI truly the next leap or just another overhyped wave? Welcome to Visionary Voices, the podcast by To The New, where we explore how technology is reshaping industries and what it really takes to turn innovation into business impact. I'm your host, Menka, and today we are diving into one of the most talked about shifts in insurance, that is, AI and agentic AI. Joining me is Ashish Pawar, Head of AI at To The New. Ashish works closely with insurers on AI-led transformations, underwriting, claims, and customer experience, helping enterprises move from experimentation to real outcomes. In this conversation, we'll unpack what's actually working, what's not, and what it takes to scale AI in insurance. Ashish, welcome to Visionary Voices.
Thank you, Menika. Very much look forward to this conversation.
Insurance is one of the most complex tech environments in enterprise IT. So let me start simple. Why is it still so hard for insurers to become truly real-time and data-driven?
That's a very good question, Menika. You see, insurers don't really have a data shortage problem. They rather have what's called as a data fragmentation problem, right? So information is spread across legacy core systems, claims platforms, PDFs, into chat history, and third-party systems, right? Many insurers essentially became digital at the front end only, right? But the underlying workflows are still very much manual, right? So much so that in many cases, a single claims journey can still touch multiple disconnected systems before resolution or eventual policy issuance. Insurance as an industry is also heavily regulated. So every decision needs traceability, governance, and auditability, right? Real-time insurance only happens when data, workflows, and decision-making are connected together. At To The New, we often see that the challenge is less about building AI models and more about integrating AI into the real operational workflows.
Wow, so that's uncovering the main problem. AI in insurance has been around for years. Fraud detection, underwriting models, claims automation. From your vantage point, what's fundamentally different about the current wave of AI we are seeing in insurance right now?
Sure, Menika. You see, earlier AI was mostly predictive. It could score risk or flag fraud, but humans still had to do most of the work thereafter. What's different this time around with AI is that AI can reason through workflows, and in fact, it can also take actions, right? And not just generate insights only. Generative AI, on the other hand, has helped insurers unlock unstructured data like medical records, adjuster notes, and customer conversations, and so many other kinds of unstructured data. And now with agentic AI, systems can coordinate tasks across platforms, request information, trigger workflows, and escalate only when needed, right? So the shift we are seeing is from AI as an assistant to AI as an operational collaborator. In short, we say that we have moved from AI that advises humans to AI that increasingly works alongside humans.
It's actually a great way to put it. AI from being an advisor to becoming a collaborator. Coming back to enterprises, many insurances describe themselves as digital first, but still struggle to embed AI into their core operations. What's the single biggest barrier when moving from AI experimentation to actually running the business on AI?
Yeah, so I think the biggest mistake is treating AI like a side innovation project instead of a business transformation effort. A lot of companies are still stuck in pilot mode, great demos, great POCs, but no operational change underneath. AI can only create value when workflows change. If you layer AI on top of broken processes, you just automate inefficiency, right? Another challenge is ownership. AI touches business teams, IT, compliance, operations, but very few organizations align all of them together. Most AI pilots fail because nobody owns the transformation end to end. And honestly, change management is huge. Employees need to trust the system and understand where AI helps versus where humans still make the final call. The companies succeeding with AI aren't just deploying better models, they are redesigning how work gets done. Add to the new, we often see the biggest impact when AI is embedded in day-to-day operational workflows rather than just co-pilots.
This actually explains things from a ground level. There's another thing we are hearing a lot about agentic AI. Systems that don't just recommend actions, but actually execute workflows. Is this a real shift in how insurance systems operate? Or are we just rebranding automation with a new label?
Yeah, that's an interesting way to look at it. Menika, there's definitely hype around the term, but underneath that hype, there's also a very real shift happening. Traditional automation followed fixed rules and predefined paths. Agentic AI is different because it can reason, adapt, and make contextual decisions inside workflows. For example, in claims processing, an AI agent can collect missing documents, validate information, coordinate across systems, trigger fraud checks, and decide whether a human needs to step in. That's very different from a basic workflow following a static script. At the same time, a lot of what's being called agentic AI today is still scripted orchestration with a better interface. So I think we are still early in the maturity curve. The near future is less about fully autonomous insurance and more about human supervised autonomy.
A refreshing perspective indeed. And where do you think insurers are overestimating AI right now? What is the biggest misconception about what AI can do in production environments?
I think many organizations still believe that if the model is powerful enough, transformation will automatically happen. But enterprise AI is much more operational than technical. The hard part is governance, integration, monitoring, compliance, and trust. AI accuracy in a demo environment is very different from reliability at enterprise scale every single day. Another misconception is around autonomy. AI is excellent at handling repetitive, high-volume decisions, but insurance still involves nuance, judgment, and accountability. A pilot working in a controlled environment is very different from AI operating across real customer journeys. And in insurance especially, explainability matters. Regulators and customers both need transparency around decisions.
Interesting. I think it really clears the air about what our focus should be on. As AI becomes more embedded in decision making and workflows, how do you see the role of humans evolving, especially in functions like underwriting and claims?
Yeah, that's a very interesting question, Minka. I don't think humans are disappearing from insurance at all. The role is just evolving, and that's pretty much happening across all the industries. AI will increasingly take over repetitive work like document review, workflow coordination, and data gathering. That frees underwriting and claims professional to focus on judgment-heavy decisions, negotiations, customer conversations, and complex risk evaluation. In many ways, AI becomes the operational co-pilot, while humans focus on oversight, expertise, and accountability. The future underwriter may spend less time collecting information and more time validating AI generated decisions. Insurance jobs may not disappear overnight, but the shape of expertise will definitely change. And importantly, AI can also help preserve institutional knowledge as experienced professionals retire from the industry.
Absolutely. That's a powerful future perspective. Now, putting yourself in the shoes of the insurer. If you were the CEO of a large insurer today, trying to move from scattered AI pilots to a truly AI native enterprise, what would you fix first, before anything else?
All right, Menika, that's an interesting perspective you've asked me to share. First, I would stop chasing isolated AI use cases and instead focus on transforming one or two entire business domains end to end. Secondly, I would invest heavily in data foundations and interoperability because AI simply cannot scale on fragmented systems. Thirdly, governance would become a top priority. This includes defining where AI can act independently and where human oversight is mandatory. I'd also spend far more time on organizational adoption. AI transformation is as much about people and culture as it is about technology. And finally, I'd focus on building reusable AI capabilities instead of disconnected tools across teams.
Absolutely. What stands out from this conversation is simple. AI in insurance is shifting from experimentation to execution. But the real unlock isn't just better models. It's getting the fundamentals right. Data, workflows, and the ability to scale beyond pilots. Agentic AI adds a new layer to this. But it only works when the foundation is ready. A big thank you for sharing such sharp insights.
Thank you, Menika. Great conversation. These shifts are already underway, and the real differentiation will come from how well organizations prepare for them today.
And thank you for listening to Visionary Voices. Stay tuned for more such conversations on how technology is reshaping enterprise transformation. Until next time.